Ladies and gentlemen, today's lens battle is between the Canon 50mm EF lens and its predecessor, the Canon 50mm FD lens. Now, the FD lens is an older Canon lens from the film SLR era, but they can be used with modern Canon DSLRs with the use of a special adapter. But I wanted to test to see just which lens is better, and to do that, we're going to test its sharpness and clarity at a variety of aperture settings. First up, we have the EF lens. I have it set to f1.8, which is the widest open that it'll go, f8, which is kind of in the middle, and f22, which is the most that it stops down. Just to compare, this is the EF lens zoomed in to 500% at these different f-stops. So you can see at f1.8 it's a little bit blurry when compared to f8 and f22. That's because even if a lens will go as wide open as that, it's sacrificing some sharpness. Compare this to the FD lens at various aperture settings. The f1.8 looks a little hazy. Almost like I put some kind of filter over the lens, or it's fogged up. That's because since this is an older lens and because it's stopped open all the way, it loses a lot of that clarity. You can definitely see that a lot more when you zoom into 500% on the FD lens. The f8 and the f22 look fairly sharp, but the f1.8 looks really blurry. It looks like I went and breathed on the front of the lens and fogged it up or something. So right now it's not looking too good for the FD lens. Gotta remember, with the FD lens, you have to use an adapter in order to make it fit an EF or an EFS camera. So because of that, there's an optic, there's another piece of glass that the light has to travel through with the adapter, and that's probably going to take off a little bit of not only light, but also some clarity. Now let's compare the two. On the left is the EF, on the right is the FD, and even at 1.8, when the EF was a little blurry, the FD lens is a lot blurrier. If you use this in a shot, it might be unusable, unless you were doing some kind of 1940s glamour shot, or that kind of thing. Now let's look at the EF and the FD at f8. Here they look about the same. I would say that at f8, the FD might be a slightly sharper lens. What about at f22? Now at f22, once again, they look about the same. I've got to give this to the EF here. So overall, we can say that at the lower f-stop, the EF is sharper. Around the middle, it's about a tie, maybe a little bit sharper in the FD range. But at the widest open aperture, the EF is definitely the sharpest. So hooray for FD glass sticking around and still being usable, but in this battle, the modern EF 50mm 1.8 is the winner. Thanks for watching. Please put in the comments if you have any experience with other old lenses like this, and let me know what you'd like to see for future videos. Be on the lookout for more lens battles.